Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth. I have to pause every time I start a game and be like, what the fuck game am I playing? Like, I know what game I'm playing, but I'm like, wait, it's not The Sims. Wait, no, it's not Detroit Become Human. No, it's not Danganronpa. Oh, this is the one. It's like my brain, every game I'm playing, I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I think I would be on autopilot because I record parts in bulk, but anyway. So we just dove out of the Nautilus, and Impey, you know, well, we told him that we loved him, and he told us that he loved us, and we had that beautiful CG. Oh, it was great. It was really good. I like it. So anyway, and now we've got pain in our chest, and so yeah. Anyway, the pain has only ever lasted an instant before, but this time it continues, and before I know it, I'm fading into unconsciousness yet again. Okay, so we totally could have just read those 2 fucking lines in the last part and then started at goddamn chapter 11 on this part. I didn't know that. Anyway, as I lay in bed, I stare out the window at nothing in particular. The darkening sky is very peaceful, reflecting a vivid orange color. In conclusion, I woke up in my own bed in the mansion. Impey and Victor came in right away and explained the situation to me. Outside, it's such a nice day that the sight of it almost brings a smile to my face. I feel like it's such a contrast to our current discussion of life and death. When you say, let it go untreated, does that mean that there is a way to stop it? There is. Actually, there's only one way. Retrieve that missing piece and put it back where it came from. The horologium has a very high affinity with its own material. If you bring the shard close, they'll naturally fuse. That would save you. I nodded his words, but if what Nemo said is correct, then the missing piece is currently being used to power the Nautilus. Is it even possible to go up against that huge flying ship to get the piece back? It's gonna be alright, Spacey. When I look up at Impey, he nods to me in determination. Strangely, just seeing that look on his face begins to give me hope. Yes, just like after we leapt out into the sky, and he hauled in a miracle with his own hands. Oh, and one more thing. I'm still investigating this, but the poisonous properties of the horologium may have changed along with the crystal. That's why your poison has lost most of its effect right now, I believe. As far as my experiments can determine, that is. The poison is gone? I can't say for sure, and it's unclear when the poisonous effect subsides. I'll keep trying to look into it a little more. Alright, I don't know why, but that doesn't make me very happy. That's only natural. What Nemo said is hard to take in. Victor is sympathetic. I'm happy. Suddenly, Impey takes my hand and begins to take my glove off. Impey! I try to pull my arm away, but he holds on to me firmly. Aw. Ah! And gently takes my hand. I look up at Impey, speechless. Oh. What are you doing, Impey? Well, if the poison is gone, I figured that I could touch her. I said I think the poison is gone. Yeah, but it looks like everything's good, right, Spacey? Impey smiles while he says this. Well, are you still unhappy? His kind expression, his warm hands. Ever since I awoke, I had thought of myself as a monster. A monster who leads those I get close to and those who were kind to me to their deaths with the poison within me. I must not love anyone. I must not be loved. I shouldn't yearn for warmth. That was the monster I was. But now, it's as if the warmth that Impey is giving me is saying to me that I don't need to be a monster. I feel something warm roll down my cheek. I look to Impey and squeeze his hand. Your hand is very warm. Aww. That's right. This is the warmth of a human hand. Impey's words only draw out more tears from me, and all I can do is nod. Well, not really, but whatever. This is the first warm touch from another person that I've ever felt. I'm so glad that my first touch was from Impey. Not really, because technically it was in Victor's path he touched us first. But, in this version of the world. I reluctantly but gently take my hand away, and Impei places a hand on his chest and bows slightly. We know how to treat this, so it'll be fine. Just leave it to Mr. Impei. All right. In any case, I need to get my gravity alleviator back from Nemo. That's right. When we do that, we'll get the piece of the horologium shard back too. Got it? Thank you. I say this with a smile. I'm still crying as I smile, but I want him to see me trying my best even so. The next day, after confirming that my condition is stable for now, Impei and I decide to explain everything to the rest of the group. Everyone wants to know what exactly happened to us. It seems that the two of us going off on our own had caused considerable worry. We need to explain as much as we can, since we made them so concerned about us. With that in mind, I look around at everyone who gathered in the living room. Oh. My eyes go right to Van Helsing as soon as it pops up. Like, Impei's right smack in the middle and, like, larger than life, but you're like, as soon as it pops up, you're like, hi, Van Helsing. My eyes go right to him and his pretty purpley blue kind of eye. Oh, my God. Yeah, dear God. I just want to knock him down and... It just... Why is he so hot? Anyway. Lupin, Van Helsing, Impei, Saint Germain, and Victor. All 5 of my boys in my man harem. You're not welcome because you're a child. Even Deli has come out to join us. All right then, I'll explain. We went to see Nemo to see if he knew anything about my father, about Isaac. Ah, that man of amusing behaviors. That scientist who looks like he would have some trouble fitting into society, yes? Count, that's a pretty roundabout way to be rude. You mean that whack job scientist? Van Helsing, on the other hand, has no problem being flat out insulting. That's the guy. We ended up being captured by that whack job. You were captured? I'm amazed you were able to escape from that whack job in one piece. Now they're all calling him a whack job, and Victor's like, rude! Oh, stop, he's a whack job. I sense that whack job is going to become Nemo's new nickname. I suppose it's fitting, though. Then he found out about the horologium with my body. I then explained everything that happened while we were on the Nautilus, with Impei adding some details here and there. I don't hide anything, even the fact that I'm merely a doll. That I don't have a soul. When I tell them about that, my voice shakes a little, and I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. Because, well, we found that out before them, but I guess that's true. We didn't tell them at the time. And Saint Germain probably didn't overhear that part of the conversation. Still, everyone continues listening to me in silence. Then, after we finish, Lupin is the first one to open his mouth. Of course he is, it's always Lupin. I see. So we can save you if we get back the piece of the horologium that Nemo took out of you. Yes, actually, there's no other way to save her. Aha. Well then, there's no way we'll fail to get it back now, is there? Everyone nods in agreement with the Count. I hastily shake my head in response. No, this is a personal problem. I don't want to put the rest of you in danger over this. What are you talking about? This Nemo guy is saying he'll use this Nautilus battleship to wreak some havoc, right? Even if you didn't need our help, this is something I can't allow to continue, as a gentleman thief with a heart of justice. I agree, Nemo is too dangerous. It's upsetting to think that a whack job might be ruling the skies. Let's shoot down this huge target, shall we? Oh, look at that naughty smirk of it. I want to pinch your cheek. You're so cute and grumpy. I don't intend to side with humans, but fine. I will lend you, and only you, a hand, as you did save my life. So you see, this problem isn't just yours. We're all gentlemen here. It's only natural that we'd leap to the aid of a damsel in distress. But... It's fine. Everyone obviously wants to help you, but they all have their own reasons for coming along. That gravity alleviator is packed with my hopes and dreams. I won't let him use it as a weapon. I'll get it back no matter what. Impei looks at me and smiles. Spacey, there's nothing you should feel bad about. Thank you, everyone. Everybody smiles as they look to me. Of course they're all going to come, because they're all in love with me, and we're going to have a nice little man harem at the end of this. Man harem. All of them. We're just going to put one big super king-size bed. I'm going to sleep in the middle on a puppy pile of hot men. I so would never do that in real life. Like, that would just be, like, weird. But I just, you know, fuck it. This ain't real life, man. This is fucking code real. This is a video game! Man harem. Ah, this is where I belong. Right in a pile of hot men. Oh, and we're gonna get Herlock Sholmes in there, too, because he's cute. And I don't know, we might meet some hot dudes in the second one, too. I mean, we don't get to romance them. But who knows in the third one? I mean, good lord. Oh my god, can we just get more fan discs of this? Can we just get a fan disc where we just collect men and a man harem? You're like, hi, all of them. Spacey would fail that game so bad, but I would just pick them all. Anyway. The first place of warmth and kindness that I've known since I left my old home. No matter who I am, and even if I'm not a natural form of life, these people accept me. So, where is the piece of horologium that was stolen from you? It's definitely on the Nautilus. That battleship is using my gravity alleviator to stay in the air. He's using the horologium to create the immense energy needed for the device to function on a ship of that size. So, the Nautilus can't fly without that part. If we assault it and take the horologium, we can bring it down at the same time. Exactly! Everything we need is on the Nautilus. The horologium and the gravity alleviator, and a happy future with Spacey and I together. Oh, right. Everyone else looks at me curiously, and I feel a bit awkward. They're like, huh, what are you talking about? Fantasizing as usual, I take it. Not this time. She and I are madly in love with one another. She's completely off the market. What? Whoa, he's serious. Spacey, is he blackmailing you with something? Is he blackmailing you? Darling, are you okay? Do you have Stockholm Syndrome for being trapped for so long? Oh my god. Oh, she's a goner. We should put her out of her misery, Victor. Just shoot her now. Van Helsing! Shoot her. She's gone too far gone. Well... It's true! I heard her say it with my own ears as we were diving through the sky. She said she loved me, right? Impey starts winking at me with such enthusiasm, I can practically hear his eyelids slamming open and shut. I just love some of the shit in this game. Like, there was no need for that description, but it is amazing. Like, I can practically hear his eyelids slamming open and shut. You're like, just that little detail of just adding that in there is just fucking amazing, and I'm so happy they did that because it just brings me such joy. I love it. Like, I love it. Oh my god. She's just super enamored with my studliness. It's the sort of charm you only really notice for the first time when you're alone with someone. Spacey's crazy about me. I'm definitely crazy. My body has gone beyond warm, and I feel myself burning with embarrassment. Even though what Impey's saying is about 60% true, the more I hear from him, the more I want to deny it. That was, I felt cornered. I try to shyly make light of the situation, and the others take a breath and nod in understanding. Poor Impey! That's so mean! We could be like, that's about 60% true. Why don't we just say that? Like, that's like 60% true? Like, but Jesus... I knew it. So you were blackmailing her. My, it would seem this was a false alarm. You really had me going there. Pathetic. Wait, it's true! Why are you acting like I'm playing just another joke on you all? That I love you was the real deal. There were sparks. Right, Spacey? I'm not really sure what my emotional state was at the time. I was panicking and scared. What? Come on! Oh, we're such a dick to him. This Spacey, I feel... Okay, it's funny because that's the way I was when I first started playing this game. I was like, oh my god, Impey, whatever. And now she's being a dick to him, and I feel guilt. Now I'm like, wait, why are our roles reversed? Why are you being a dick to him? You're supposed to be nice and adore. Oh, no, Impey, we love you. And, like, fawn over him. I guess it's because he's so pushy, but I just find it funny that she's being a dick to him now, and it's like, but we're on his path. You're supposed to fall in love with him, and you're like, you know what? Just arm's length, Impey. Don't. It's so awful. Fucking hilarious, but it's awful. But I really did. I was about to say something else when... Hey, hold on. What is that? Deli, who had been silent this entire time, points out the window in surprise. Could that be the Nautilus you were speaking of? Oh, fuck, he found us. We look at each other, then rush to the window. A large black shadow is overtaking the blue skies outside. We all hurry out the door and take in the majestic presence of the ship that seems to almost fill the entire sky. We look up in shock as the Nautilus slowly continues moving forward. No, it only looks like it's going slow, but it might actually be traveling at an extremely great speed. The sheer size of it, too big to imagine floating in the air, makes it hard to judge the distance from where we're standing. That? Even Saint Germain, able to maintain a smile in any situation, is rendered speechless by the spectacle. This is the first time I've been able to get a full view of it myself. The word ship doesn't begin to cover it. This is a flying fortress made of steel. What is this? Humans are capable of creating something like that? No, this is far beyond the scope of what modern civilization should be able to achieve. He does have my device and the horologium, but still, Nemo may be a whack job, but I can't deny that he's a genius. Things like that usually break down pretty easily if you attack them from the inside. I agree. The bigger it is, the more vulnerabilities it will have. Lupin and Van Helsing, you weren't surprised at all. Ha ha ha! I'm not surprised either. When you're a master engineer like me, disassembling something like that is a snap. Impey, your knees are shaking. You're such a dick to Impey. For a second, I think that Nemo has found our hideout and is coming after us. But it seems he's just passing through. The Nautilus soars by over us and continues on its way. It comes to a full stop above London, probably right around where the middle-class residential areas are. Uh-oh. Suddenly it makes a strange noise. Even though we're quite far from it, the sound is so loud that my whole body is shaken by the vibration. People of London, how do you do? My name is Nemo. I am the Lord of the Sky, here to enlighten Britain, no, all of the world, through the miracle of science. He's gonna blind us with science. He's blinding us with science. Get it? He's enlightening us with science. It's different than the song. Never mind. Whoa. Are you all hearing this insanity he's opening up with? Yeah, but knowing Nemo, he's probably dead serious. Impey furrows his brow and nods. Lord of the Sky. That's some big talk. The world is vast. It won't come under his control that easily, just because of that. I think it might actually be possible, depending on how he goes about it. What? A gravity alleviator and the horologium, that whack job, genius, has two inventions that could change the world. Indeed, the most frightening weapon that Nemo has in his possession is not the Nautilus itself. Instead, it is those two pieces of advanced technology. Yes, the Nautilus is merely one example of what can be created by combining those two things. If Nemo is a true genius, he should be able to come up with any number of terrifying things. No thanks. Just one of these things sounds manageable. But if we get 10 or 20 of them coming our way... it's just a matter of handling things before things get to that point. That's definitely true, but are we going to be able to handle that? Victor seems to be raising the doubts that we're all thinking. Now it's time for a fun game, brought to you by the genius scientist Nemo. This goes out to the British government and to all the people of this country. I'm going to have all of you play a game of tag. Tag? A chasing game, I see. A chasing game, I see. Why would he want to do that? I seek a girl who has the horologium. Well, I knew that was coming. The horologium. I feel like Nemo can see me somehow and chills run up my spine. Impey is standing near me, gently helping me stay upright. It's fine. The fact that he's calling for a manhunt means that he doesn't know where we are right now. He smiles. But all the while, I was about to start reading that in Nemo's voice. But all the while, Nemo's terrifying speech goes on. Your mission as the pursuers is simply to capture her. You do not need to know what the horologium looks like. All you need to do is bring me the girl with the horologium. Now I know exactly how foolish all of you are. You probably won't do as I say, even after seeing my awe-inspiring Nautilus. In order to get the more ignorant masses to move, I must fall upon a carrot and stick approach. Bring the girl to London's outer walls within 3 days. The one who brings her to me will be promised a high position in the new world that I'm about to create. I hear Impey mutter, "Oh joy," beside me. And now for the stick. If she's not found within 3 days, the great iron hammer of science will be brought down upon you all. Just like this. Something changes on the Nautilus. Part of the ship opens, and even from this distance, I see numerous objects falling from it. And in the next moment, sound of a powerful explosion reaches all the way out to where we are, and the ground shakes a little. Bombs. That part of the city is a densely populated residential area. A significant number of casualties must have occurred. No. A plume of jet-black smoke rises from part of London as if to affirm what Saint Germain just said. It's not too difficult to imagine what kind of hellish state that neighborhood must be in right now. Now, do you see? I'm a man of my word! Word, girl! Word! If the girl's not brought to me in 3 days! I'm just gonna leave that like that because that was fun. Nemo should have had that voice. Girl, if she's not brought to me in 3 days, girl, I'm gonna blow your shit up. But no, he needs the not brought to me in 3 days. I promise you that the rest of London will be engulfed in flames. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. It really hurts my throat doing his voice. Nemo's voice echoes through the skies. It sounds like the speech of a demon here to announce London's end. Shortly afterward, we gather our belongings and leave Saint Germain's mansion. I have no idea how the government and the people of London will react to Nemo's threat. Since we've been staying at this mansion for so long, it's possible that our whereabouts are already known. Lupin suggested that it would be dangerous to continue staying here. We decide to move over to one of Lupin's hideouts located in London. Yeah, let's go further in where he's going to blow us up. I heard that explosion earlier killed a lot of people.
And that maniac's going to come after all of London in 3 days, right? There's no telling what'll happen here.
The crowds are restless with concern, and it can be heard from their conversations. Eyeball itches. I can't help but stop to listen, but Impey taps me on the shoulder.
Let's keep moving, Spacey.
Right. While on the way to Lupin's hideout, I overhear similar conversations time and time again. All parts of the city have been thrown into chaos like a beehive that's been poked, and no one's able to hide their distress. The newspapers are printing extra editions. Who is this man calling himself Nemo? Who is Spacey? What is that huge battleship in the air? How do they know my name? He just said the girl with the horologium. He didn't say my name. Who is this girl is what it should be. You know what I mean? Questions and speculations are being printed with a pointless conclusion calling for swift action by the government. So this will be our base for a while. It's not as comfortable as the Count's mansion, but a home is where you make it. He unlocks the door as he says this and invites us into the room. It's much bigger than I had expected. I don't think it will feel too cramped, even if we all stay here for a while. Really? It's literally a tiny little box. My bathroom's bigger than that. Okay, maybe not, but... Thank you, Lupin.
Oh, I know what she's thinking. Because in the bedroom, there's just one giant, and we all have to sleep together, and that sounds amazing.
Nice cuddle pile with our boys. We're just gonna pretend we don't have poison in our body.
Or wait, our poison's okay. We can cuddle with them.
Yay! We don't kill anybody. Lupin stares at me for a while, then lets out a small sigh. I'm sure you have a lot going through your mind, but don't let it get to you. All right. Later, we all exchange ideas on how to proceed from this point onward. With our opponents situated in a flying fortress, our options are limited. The only idea we can come up with for now is to use the ornithopter and charge in. But the Nautilus is a battleship after all. There are bound to be more weapons on board it than just bombs. If we attack it unprepared, we'll surely be shot down. Our discussion grinds to a halt and I glance out the window. Even from along the skyline of a street in the Port District, the sunset is the same beautiful red it is everywhere else. Hey, would it be alright if I went outside for some fresh air?
You shouldn't. You're essentially a wanted criminal right now.
I can't imagine that there would be anyone out there who would know you. Oh, I can't imagine that. Oh my god, imagine. What the fuck was that? I can't imagine that there would be anyone out there who would know you. But if anyone does find out, there's a good chance that they'll come after us. There a good change? Chance.
I feel the same way. When people are cornered, there's no telling what they'll do to save themselves.
You're right. I'm sorry for asking something like that. Seeing all of them frown at me like that makes me hang my head in shame. However, Saint Germain smiles faintly and speaks out in my favor. So much has happened. I understand why you would want to be alone with your thoughts. We can't allow you to go off on your own under these circumstances, but perhaps you could walk with someone else.
Then... This is obviously where I come in. Allow me to be your escort.
Impey and I manage to convince the others that I'll be alright, and we step out into the alley to get some air.
Maybe he should not wear fucking neon orange because, like, he's gonna be like, look for the dude in the orange jumpsuit. She's with him.
The, 6-foot-long red hair doesn't help either, but we silently walk through the crowd, not exchanging any words.
Damn it, my home and everything I own turned into ash. Is that what you're doing over here? How terrible. I don't know who he's after, but we just have to hand over one person to end all this, right? I wish she'd turn herself in. That's what we have the government for. I'm sure they're taking care of this. Ha! Those politicians just think of us as more of the city's garbage. There's no way they take a stand for us.
No matter where we go, all I hear is talk of the misfortune Nemo has caused. People have lost their homes and fled to this part of the city. People who look up at the sky and tremble in terror. Some people think the government will come to the rescue and consider all this none of their business. In 3 days, if I'm not found, Nemo is going to set London ablaze. It's not an empty threat. Knowing Nemo, he will probably carry out his promise without any hesitation. If that's what's going to happen, I might as well... As the noise of the crowd swells in the background, my mind begins to spin. If I turn myself in, Nemo might not attack London. In exchange, he'll take the horologium from me, leaving me another silent corpse. I'll no longer be able to live with Impey and the others, or see Impey smile. What am I thinking? I was never alive in the first place, so I could never live alongside Impey. I feel like a long time has passed. Impey, let's go back. Thank you for coming with me. As we begin to walk back, I find myself filled with a sense of futility. Impey, who had been quiet all this time, suddenly pokes my cheek.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's like, boop, poke. Spacey, what a long face.
Huh?
That expression doesn't suit you.
Are you having some weird thoughts? Oh, we're supposed to say, is it alright for me to stay? I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Hold on, my thing closed. Yes, so what we're going to do is save here. Save. Yes, save the data. Okay. Boop. Boop. And we're going to say it's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, right. I'm a pretty simple guy, but even I can tell when the person I love is thinking hard, you know? Is that how it works? Yep, you were probably thinking something like, should I still be here, right? Or maybe, if I give myself up, London could be saved, or something. I look back at Impei with my eyes wide. Impei just smiles kindly and awaits my reply. Yes, you're right. I look down as I respond, unable to hide it from him. Impei lets out a small sigh, then gently pats me on the head. Let me just tell you this. Even if you do as Nemo says right now, nothing good will come of it at all. But he said he would burn London down. Fine. Let's say you surrender yourself to Nemo. If he takes out your horologium, you'll obviously die. Yes. After that, Nemo is going to have the insane power of the horologium at his disposal and go even more out of control. Even if that stops him from destroying London, it would only be temporary. See? You getting caught by him actually leads to a more dangerous outcome. Maybe you're right. That's why we're all desperately trying to figure out how to get the happy ending, in which you're safe and we kick Nemo's butt. That's why you're not allowed to be the first one to give up, Spacey. That'll make me cry. Impei's half-joking words and his kindness seep into my heart. I smile and nod. Thank you, Impei. I feel a little more settled now. I'm very honored to have been able to assist you, my lady. Impei gives me a deep bow as he says this. Have some more faith in us. Everything's going to be just fine. Impei's profile, with the light from the city shining on it, looks very kind and beautiful. But it's his smile that has so much warmth that my chest tightens. It makes me afraid to lose him. If Impei abandons me now and takes off, I probably wouldn't be able to bear it. That's how I feel. Hey, Impei, why are you doing so much for me? Huh? Why, you ask? I guess there are 3 reasons. 1, it's a gentleman's duty to help a lady. 2, when the lady's as beautiful as you, it's a no-brainer. I should have expected as much from you. As Impei lists his reasons with a smile, I can't help but smile myself. And 3, because I love you. Aww, Impei gently holds my hand. He said those words so many times since the day we met that they're like a common greeting now. But when he said, I love you now, it felt different from the previous times. And I really love seeing you smile. Oops, that was 4. He laughs happily. Romantic feelings can develop between a man and a woman, and at times it can't be helped. It just arises in your heart without any regard for a person's will. I read about that long ago in a book in my mansion. I had thought it was an emotion that I would never feel, but now I see. This feeling. I look at Impei and smile. Impei, the warmth of a person and love. This person has taught me everything. I know that we're should have gone back and done this right, but that's okay. If an artificial being like me is able to fall in love. What is it, Spacey? Nothing. I just wanted to say your name. This is when I feel it happened. Right in this moment. Oh. Hold on. We gotta go back and do the right answer. So we're gonna go back. Is it all right for me to stay here? To him and no one else. I feel compelled to confess my true feelings. I speak with a heavy heart. If I stay here in hiding, Nemo will attack London. Then maybe I should just turn myself into him. I look down and Impei gently caresses my cheek. Oh my god, that's so cute! Oh, I thought the poking your cheek was cute, the little caressing your cheek. Oh, God, stop it. You're melting me. Oh, stop it. Before, you would have kept all this to yourself. But now you're telling me the truth. Does it have something to do with your love for me? I try to deny it, but I can't quite find the words. I feel a warmth in my chest that prevents me from saying he's completely wrong. I don't know if it's love, but I felt like I shouldn't lie to you. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that you're in love with me at this point. Impei lets out a small sigh, then gently pats me on the head. Let me just tell you this. Even if you do as Nemo says right now, nothing good will come of it at all. Okay, so this is what we heard. Okay. So we read all that. Okay. So actually... okay. I'm actually going to stop this part here because we did go long in the other part. And this is a good place to stop after the nice little romantic-y moment, and you can just imagine Impei poking you in the cheek and stroking your cheek and just... Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I mean, he's no Van Helsing, but you know what? He's sweet and adorable and a little too needy. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was just okay. So you know it. Just go fawn for a little while, and we will be back in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.